Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fashion Victuals Radio, right here on ripradionetwork.com. We're under, I think, about 50 days in a hashtag quarantine life. But it is what it is. How are you, Brian?
I'm good. I'm sober. I'm okay.
Still so bad.
So yeah, everything's been good for me.
Good.
How about you?
Quarantine life does not look good on me. Let's just say that. It does not look good on me.
Well, if you were in Georgia or Florida or Texas or South Carolina and soon to be Vegas, hey, you be getting ready to party up a storm then. Or even Michigan, maybe.
See what you said? That's outside of quarantine life. That is not sit your ass down life. That's what that is. That is sit your ass down because you can't go nowhere life. That's what that is. Which is a little different than flying somewhere and going to visit friends, family, whatever have you. A little different. But we're managing. We're managing.
That's true.
I mean, no need to ask me how my Wednesday has been, but how's your Wednesday been, Brian?
It's been good. I've been watching some good amount of TV shows, of course.
I'm glad you said that. I'm actually in the midst of watching the new show on Netflix.
Which is
show.
Orsic or
who?
Orsic or whatever that show is.
No,
or is it Tiger King.
Too Hot to Handle. That's what it's called. I watched Tiger King a while ago. It's called Too Hot to Handle. And it's like some of the hottest young adults in America who are all on this retreat for a whole month. And they're there they think they're about to have a whole orgy fest until things shut down. And this computer, I'm dead serious. And this computer telling them like, no, boo-boo, you can't have sex, you can't masturbate, you can't even kiss anybody because the pot is worth $100,000. So every time you make a kiss or touch a certain way or have sex or masturbate, you lose money.
Okay, so it's the remember that episode on Martin where him and Gina had a bet to see how long they will last, and without being together, or let alone I think not doing anything, and for like 2 weeks. You remember that episode?
I don't remember that one.
Oh shoot, that's a classic episode where Martin was like trying to go to Gina, and Tommy and Cole held him back. And it's like, no, man, you gotta hold on, do it for the brothers.
So it's like that, except there's money involved. There's $100,000 on the line. But the thing is, it's not per person. It's just one entire pot of $100,000, and whoever on the retreat kisses another person, the pot gets deducted.
Oh, so towards the end, whoever wins, they'll just get whatever remains there.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
So right now, two people have kissed. One girl, mind you. They're already at $94,000. So I'm just getting into it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Which kind of maybe leads into, here's another. Well, like I said, I told you a couple weeks ago, I've been watching the new version of Blind Date, and that's been very interesting and entertaining. Like I said, relives the days of watching the show back, about 20 years ago or so, and it's not that far back, but still, it was still entertaining to watch.
How long ago was it?
I would say early 2000s. I would, about early 2000s.
Okay.
That's how I remember it. So, but yeah, some of the new things on there. It's fun. It's funny. Some of the people just recently saw. They got some older couples now. Because I remember the originals. The oldest person they had on there was like 35 or something like that. But here they had some older couples and people who've been married and stuff like that. So it's like one woman, she has a 16-year-old, and the person she's dating had a date on has a 9-year-old, and she totally dissed him after she heard about that. Actually, she really didn't want to be on the date to begin with. She just had that vibe of like, oh, I'm too good for this damn date, and it's like, okay, fine. And then there was like,
feel that way.
Yeah, and then there was another couple where here's the funny thing. So the woman, they asked us like, she asked the guy, is like, have you been married? He said, yeah, it's been like 2 years. And it's like, he's married twice. And it's like, oh, okay. So, and then she slipped in the fact that like, she's dating somebody. So it's like,
what? That you're dating somebody.
Yeah, she was dating somebody. Yeah, and so they brought in this, the nice little bumper where it is, the executive producer said, it's like, wait a minute, if you never mention the fact that you were dating anyone, if you were, then we would have not had you on this show. So
that's what
anyway,
I understand.
Huh?
How are they able to get away with that?
I don't know. So unless it was like I think based off when she applied that, she wasn't seeing anybody. And then it led into, I think a couple days before this date, she ends up dating somebody. And so here's the funny thing towards the end, they do the update thing. And pretty much she said, oh, we can hang out again and we can still be friends. And the guy just like, oh, hell no. And just got up, walked out, and he was like really pissed. So it was like a waste of time. And they had good chemistry. That was the sad part. So that was her loss. So, and which is kind of the nice theme of what this whole thing is all about today, anyway, isn't it? So you explain it to the fans of why you brought this whole thing up.
So a few days ago, I posted something on my Facebook page about a woman on a rant about how she couldn't find a good man and how she has to piecemeal together a good man. And I honestly agree with a lot of the things that she said. And there may be a few men out there that may not agree with her or what I agree with.
I'm one of them.
So, trust me, I got the blues from one particular person.
Oh, that's not me?
No, it's somebody that gave me the blues about what was well, he didn't give me the blues about what I posted, but the definition of a good man, and are women really looking for a good man? It's one of those things where are women are actually out here searching for one? Are they just partying? Are they just are they just,
we'll get further into it down, once we get there. But I do have my reasonings, and especially coming from the video, and we will play her video, just a little bit of her video, so to quote unquote maybe try to understand where she was coming from and why you agree with it. So but yeah, I feel like that this is you may need to get your girlfriends to help you out on this one. So
hopefully I can. My sister, hopefully she's able to call in. My sister is a very spiritual person. But I know that she took certain steps in order to get where she is. So I think it will be good to discuss later on today.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Oh yeah, we'll see. So, but up next is, of course, Fashion Victual News, which we got some very entertaining news today. So we have we're going to talk about the game. Not pretty much the game of love, huh?
I said of all people.
Of all people, and of course, there's some new policies on getting your refund back, and of course, a lot of bankrupt and a bag that you might be interested in getting.
As a money bag?
You could put money in it, but I will tell you more about that when we come back from break.
All right, everybody. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump right into Fashion Victual News right here on ripradionetwork.com. Welcome back, everybody, to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on ripradionetwork.com under quarantine life. So let's jump right into the topics of the evening. Super producer Brian, what do we have today?
All right, Fashion Victual News brought to you by the dumbasses in Florida. Anyway, or better yet, the dumbasses of the game show called The Game, because former She Got Game participant Priscilla Rainey, who sued the rap star The Game back in 2015 for pretty much for $10 million for claims of sexual assault during a taping on the then reality show. The Game never showed up to court to the point where the judge ruled in favor of Miss Rainey and awarded her $7.13 million. But also, you're going to love this, but also the rights and profits of the Game's LP Born to Rap, which was released last November, and the ownership of the Game's record label, LA Prolific. The Game is trying to get it back, but if doing so, he'll be in contempt of court. So, Game finally got played big time and lost.
He's an idiot.
So
he really doing anything out here right now? So,
and that, mind you, his connection to the She Got Game show, that it caused a whole bunch of controversy because she wasn't just the only one that it was rumored to have some not so fond memories of being with the Game. So, and the Game has never been a fan of women to begin with. Case in point, Melissa Ford has been dissing him since day one, since he dissed her. So
he has a problem with women. Let's not say he sounds like he's anti-women right now.
Yeah, of course. So, and he's out a lot of money. So, hey. Anyway, next up, days after WWE chairman Vince McMahon filed bankruptcy to his football league, high-end department store Neiman Marcus is too in the process of filing bankruptcy. Last month, it was reported that Neiman's was in talks with lenders to help the falling company. The owners of Neiman's have not made any comments to this possible filing, but it may be within days we will hear if it becomes official. Are you okay? I see you're not. Any thoughts?
I mean, it is expected right now. The freaking country is at a goddamn standstill till COVID-19 is really cleared out. Damn.
I mean, honestly, let's fully be honest. Neiman's, Nordstrom, I just don't get them surviving this long. I really don't. Even some other high-end stores I know in this area, because they pretty much own their own buildings. So, and for them to have all that product and you can't sell it anywhere or anymore, and now you get,
Neiman's and Nordstrom's are online.
Well, that's online. Now you're talking about the stores. You want to go in there see
I mean,
the ambiance and
but,
embrace. Don't you want to feel that ambiance and embrace that?
but in this area, what? It's only 2 Neiman Marcus department stores.
As far as I know,
One in Virginia and one in Friendship Heights.
mm.
Nordstrom's is everywhere.
Right.
So, I mean, Neiman Marcus is not like one of those places that show up in like Nordstrom's everywhere. It's not everywhere.
Right.
It's only in very highly marketable cities, if you will.
Right.
So I can understand Neiman Marcus. Not everybody can afford the products that they sell. One. Two, right now we're going through the coronavirus pandemic and a lot of people are not working. So when this is over, people are not going to be focused on buying new clothes and new bags, shoes, sunglasses, etc. People are going to be trying to figure out how the fuck to keep their lights on, how to keep their roof over their head. So, I mean, I think that it will take them a while to recover from this. A long time. So it's like, why don't we just go ahead and file for bankruptcy so we won't clean ourselves completely out and just let it be what it is. Like when you file for bankruptcy, doesn't mean that they're closing the doors all the way. They just filing like we broke.
Yeah, we broke. It's more of an insurance thing. They're trying to. Yeah, so they're trying to get some money back to help stay afloat. That's depending on, but it really depends on which chapter. They always say, well, they filed chapter 11, they filed chapter 8, or they filed chapter 7.
Know what chapter they filed?
That's why, as of right now, they're keeping a tight lid on it until it's officially out there. But like they said, it is a lot like you. They were like, oh my God, what's going on? What's wrong? And they're trying to prepare themselves for it. So
right now, a lot of these companies are saving their name. That's what it is. They're saving their name because their name at this point means everything. Neiman Marcus has been around for eons. Right now, they're at a point where they can't sell anything, so they can only do what they can, and that's save their name. Their stores have been closed for how long now? I want to say a month and a half.
Yeah.
Just imagine how much money that they've lost in a month and a half because of how expensive their products are. So yeah.
Oh well, speaking of people trying to get their money back, as we all know, as everyone knows, concerts and events have been canceled or postponed due to the current pandemic situation, and many event goers are in the process of getting their money back. But it may be difficult to get anything back from known ticket broker Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster, during the midst of this situation, changed their refund policy via social media, stating this. Typically, event organizers have had the flexibility to offer refunds for virtually all postponed and rescheduled events. However, the unprecedented volume of over 30,000 events impacted to date, coupled with continued uncertainty over setting new dates while awaiting clearance from regional governments, has led to event organizers needing additional time. Now, with that, they continue by stating the fact that already they continued to state that they've already refunded some patrons their money back, but there's still over 15,000 events that they need to be able to get money back to, because of the fact that they haven't got proper confirmation to give those money back to. So right now, a lot of people are waiting. It's like, wait a minute, these concerts have been postponed for like a month now, and I'm still waiting for my money to come back. I don't get it. So, and I'm always getting these notices about baseball games because I'm an Oriole fan, and yeah, I know they suck, but hey, I'm still O's. And they're giving notice that, hey, your next Orioles game is in the next 20 minutes, but it's like it's canceled. So hey, so a lot of people are kind of waiting for their money to come back, and they haven't got it back yet. So I think this is a dick move to announce your new policy on Twitter instead of your website. and then then on the top of that, it's like people still gotta wait. I mean, come on, get your act together. So that's my 2 cents on it. Have you got any? Have you set out for concerts down the line, or no? Are you're smart? Huh?
Because I'm not a really big concert person. First of all, as much of an extrovert as I am, I cannot stand crowds. So I try to avoid, if there's a show that I really want to see, I'll go. Other than that, I'm not paying $2 to do it. I'm not. I'll go to a sports game any day. Basketball, football, baseball, any day. But when it comes to like concerts and stuff, I'm just not my thing.
You don't you want to hear the music that you've been listening to for all your lives?
No, I can watch it on YouTube.
Oh gosh, you need that. When was the last concert you went to? Oh damn, that long ago? Oh, were you a teenager?
I don't remember.
Damn.
I think the last large show I went to was probably to see Kevin Hart back in like 2015.
Damn.
When he came to the Verizon Center.
Wow. We need to get
to the Verizon Center no more. It's Capital One. That's how
Capital
long.
One. Shit, when the building was a different name.
Like, but I mean, again, I've been to baseball games. I've been to football games.
Okay.
Been a while since I've been to a basketball game. Like a NBA game. College basketball I've been to, but NBA, no. It's been a while since I've been.
Because they're costly anyway, so.
Shit, so college games.
Well, it depends on which college game you go to.
I think it was Navy versus, I forgot, but I had to go to the naval base out in Annapolis to watch the game, and I think the tickets were like $170 per seat.
What the hell you sitting at?
Had pretty good seats.
Oh God, you must have been friends with some booster or something like that.
Yeah, I know people.
Okay.
I don't. Half the time I don't pay for the tickets I get. So.
Okay. Well, anyway, going back to fashion in a sense, back in 2016, Arnold Putra made and sold a bag out of alligator tongues and a handle out of an alleged human child spine that had osteoporosis. The one-off bag, surprise enough, was bought by a Canadian company for $5,000. Now, even then, Petra faced heavy criticism, and more so now, due to the fact that the picture of the bag has kind of resurfaced. And keep in mind, human bone trading is legal in most U.S. states and Canada. Petra stated about his critics, stating this: it's part of a creative learning process that should involve opposition. Otherwise, it would just be a form of repeated validation. He ends with, "I am not intending to sell out and will continue to realize my ideas that are frequently changing in terms of subject matter." When I first saw the bag, I was like, okay. I thought it was like a 3D mold and all that stuff, but when it mentioned back, yes, this is an actual human spine. Let me show you the picture again, folks. Yeah, I was like, okay, this is something that probably, how
do you get a hold of a human spine?
He knows people. Like, I don't know. He may know some people. Like I said, it is legal to trade off spine. People like doctors who use it for probably research purposes. You see like those in those big jars of some bone or whatever, and it's like, someone has it for a reason, but he said it was all legally done. But yeah, it just it just looked creepy to me. So would you get that at Neiman Marcus? Which if you were able to,
I don't want to touch nobody's human bones. I'll wear an animal skin all day, as far as you know how I am. But I'll be goddamn if I'm touching human bones. That's a little too far for me.
Well, that is Fast Fictional News.
All right. Thank you, Brian. When we come back, we're going to get into the topic of the night, which is
where are all the good men at?
There you go. Where are all the good men at? Are we going to play the clip of what she said?
Yes, we'll play that when we come back.
Thank you. We also have somebody going to chime in too, which is AJ from Gunline Radio. I feel like, it could be a 2 guy, 1 girl type of situation right now where we going to just kind of, we're going to debate this out. Hopefully we can get the other person that I wanted to come on. Maybe she'll chime in. So we'll see. But this is going to be a very heated conversation. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to jump right into the topic of the evening right here on Fashion Victuals Radio. Welcome back, everybody, to Fashion Victuals Radio right here on ripradionetwork.com. All right, let's get into the topic of the evening. And before we do, let me crack open my bottle because I just ran out of juice. I think I'm going to need this for this topic. But we do have a guest who is in the building.
Guest? I ain't no guest. I'm family. What's happening?
What's going on, AJ?
See, I can come over there and go in the refrigerator without asking. See, that's guests gotta ask. See, I don't have to do all that. See, I just go in there, pour me a little juicy juice. You know what I'm talking about, B? How they do it? Little juicy juice. What's up, y'all?
I'm gonna need this, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open. So what we about to get into is a very interesting conversation on how women feel about, are there any good men still left?
Oh Lord.
Well, we have something to sort of,
I
would say, summarize this. So let me set this up here, which is
let me set the scene up first. A few days ago, I posted up a video of a woman going on a rant about how she was not able
huge rant.
A huge rant? Okay.
Huge rant.
A rant about her not being able to find a good man and how she has to piecemeal together a good man based on like 3 men put in one. So to a degree, I agreed with her, not the piecemealing part, but how it feels to be a single woman in this society today. Apparently I was totally wrong because a lot of people had something to say. But we did say that we would discuss it this evening. So I'm going to go ahead and let super producer Brian run the clip back.
All right, here we go. Stand by and share. There's the video.
Oh wow! I can just off the break right there, you can tell she upset.
We have a lot of slim pickings. Open your ears and listen to what I'm saying. Women have a lot of slim pickings. The pickings for women are not as vast as the pickings for men. We are literally picking through a pile of shit when it comes to men. Let's just call a spade a spade. We are picking through men that don't equal up to what the fuck we looking for. Let's just put it out there, because I'm tired of y'all with the bullshit. Either you fine as fuck and you ain't got no motherfucking job. Either you got a job and you ugly as fuck. Either you don't have a lot of money but you got a big dick. Either we trying to pick.
All right. I can't. I can't anymore.
I'm glad you cut that off.
She cut herself off.
Oh, okay, that was the end of the video. That's great. I got listening to
well,
that.
actually, there's like 10, like another 8 minutes with it.
Wow.
What really got me was her stating the fact that like it was all about looks, all about sexual prowess. It was all about finance,
size.
Yeah, the three things that every woman keeps demanding for, is like, I want a good sex life. I want, he needs to take care of me financially, and he has to, look good so I can parade around my friends. That all that to get, I mean, it's like, okay, what more does this chick want?
Right.
And mind you, she wasn't the prettiest, flower in the bedroom right now, when she made that video.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, it's Corona season, man. Just think about it, man. B, if she called you right now, like, come over here and tap that thing, what you gonna do? Come on. It's slim pickings for the fellas too. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying this. Man, we have it tough. We have it bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Because see, that shows what ladies think about us when we're not around. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's wrong. She'll never find a man when she's looking for the qualifications that she's looking for.
So you're saying that men got it bad? That's all I want to know. Do you think men got it bad right now?
Man, I think we do. I really think we do. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, I mean, the same thing that she said about the men, we can say about the women. You know what I mean? But not saying that is right. But I mean, on both sides, you can say that about. I mean, women can say that about men can say that about women. I think we got it bad, man. We got it bad. We got it bad because half the time women don't know what they want. You know what I mean? They beat around the bush. You know what I mean? They're afraid to express their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, man, we got it bad.
That's bullshit.
We got it bad, T.
Y'all ain't got it bad.
We got it bad.
Y'all got way more pickings than we do.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Really? Okay.
The thing that women don't realize, though, is I think that when it comes to setting a certain standard of man that you want, you'll never get it. And I think that's what women go wrong. And it's not like you're lowering your standards. You need to change the dynamics of your standards. That's what it is. So he might not be the best looking guy, but he can take care of you. He can provide for you. He can make you happy.
He can provide you a sense of security.
Yeah. And he may be fine as hell, but he broke, he cheat, he take your keys and he go see his baby mama or whatever have you, or he go and he just do dumb shit. Or
okay.
Hi, auntie.
Oh, your auntie.
What's up, auntie? Auntie over there. She over there.
Does she want to chime in? You can send her the link. Maybe she got something to say.
Auntie right here with it. She like, yes, you make auntie proud, baby. You tell them how it is, baby. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying?
Because women have this certain type of man in their
head.
Right. Hey, Diamond, really? What the thing? Sorry.
Most women that had or even have to this day a good father figure in their life, a lot of times they want that man that they're looking for to be similar to.
You want to date your daddy. That's what you're telling me. You want to date your daddy.
I mean, not date your daddy per se, but you want that man. If you grew up with a dad who taught you, you know what I'm saying, to be a loving individual, to always respect your elders, to always have personal courage, to always have honor, integrity, and things of that nature. You look for those qualities in men. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What she was looking for, she didn't have no dad around. You know what I'm saying? She was raised around her sisters and her mother.
But how do we know that?
Her mom didn't get
based on the conversation that she's given us? We don't know that.
Was that a conversation or
that was not a conversation? That was a test. She was venting. Yeah, Now, if she's watching, all you gotta do is call the Russ Park Show in the morning, baby. You can get it off right there now. I'm just saying.
Well, here's the comment from Justin. He says this: eliminate the same-sex people, the faithful people, the people below your standards, the people too old for you, people with STDs, and you working with possibly 15%. So is that your frustration right there? I mean, is that the reasoning of why you're going through what you're going through?
I think that more so it's because of boundaries and walls. Women don't want what they cannot. Women want what they cannot have. They want the 6'5" brother.
They want fantasy. That is what it really is. Mind you, my fantasy.
Brian, you didn't even let me finish.
No, because there's no need to finish because I know what you're going to say. It is a fantasy. My fantasy is Melissa Ford. Am I going to find a Melissa Ford out there?
You talking about Hollywood Unlocked,
maybe
Melissa
somewhere down
Ford?
the line.
Oh
Yeah. Maybe down the line, maybe. But honestly, my entire structure of what a woman should be is not structured around a woman that I only see on television.
Exactly.
I mean, for you, I don't know why. I'm not just saying you, but any other woman, mind you. Like I said, I've been watching Blind Date. I keep hearing there's like this one chick that said, "Well, he has to be at least above 6 feet. He has to have good,
asking for too much,
clean teeth and all this crap." And mind you, you didn't even ask for a second date, and the guy was at least being nice to you.
Let me give you a perfect scenario. Let me give you a perfect scenario. When you go online and you search for an airline ticket, right? Let's say you, hypothetically speaking, you go on Southwest.com, right? And when you put in, you fill in the fields, how many passengers, where you going, what date to and from, what airport you're leaving from, where you're trying to go to, is it round trip, one way? Then there's a little tab that says modify search, right? Okay, that's when ladies hit that modify search. I want to look for specific things. You sell yourself short. You sell yourself short. You don't get that early morning flight. You don't get that discounted first class ticket. You're not eligible for an upgrade. You're looking for one particular thing, two particular things, three that you're not even ready for. Take what you can get. Love somebody for who they are on the inside.
Ripley's, believe it or not, I do believe that women can get everything they want, but they have to look past certain
flaws.
Flaws is one, absolutely. Two is he might not be chocolate, he might be caramel. Type of or he might be caramel, he might be chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Because women like, oh, I want a 6'5" chocolate looking like a juice head and look good in suits. But I'm like, is he dressing up to go work at T-Mobile, or is he dressing up to go to a corporate office? And if he's dressing up to go to a corporate office, you think you the only woman looking at him in the corporate office? You see what I'm saying?
Well, all right, let me ask. Here's another comment from your auntie. Said, "Can you look past the man with 5 kids?"
Good question, auntie. Yeah, Tiara, can you look past the man with 5 kids? And when you are a woman, and this even goes for the men. I couldn't do it, especially I don't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? Not to say
I don't
that
have any kids either.
I know that. That's why I put that. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say. I don't know what you told IRS. I don't know what you told IRS. You know what I'm saying? You might be claiming somebody's kids. I didn't want to be that guy to say it. Okay?
Nobody's kids.
All right, so.
But I will say this.
Yeah.
Contingent upon the circumstance. Does he take care of his 5 kids? That's one. Does he have multiple baby mamas with the 5 kids?
Ooh, that's a good one. What if he got 5 kids and 6 baby mamas?
Really?
That means one on the way. That means one on the way.
Really?
Hey, gotta watch Paternity Court.
But that's the thing. Does he take care of his kids? Does he have multiple women or baby mothers with these kids? And what is his status with the child support system? Because let's be clear, you got 5 kids, so you paying child support somewhere. Somewhere.
Well, here's
definitely. So that's taken away from your money, is what you're saying.
Right.
It's not even necessarily taken away from my money. It's taken away from the fact that your time is limited because your income is not there. Or
so the man got to work.
Like, I can't even argue because some guys may make enough to support his 5 kids and still take a woman out on a nice date or something. I can't speak for nobody's pockets. It's what I'm capable of dealing with. And at this day and age where we are in our lives, as far as our age bracket, people have multiple kids.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
all 3 of us, we don't have any. So
and that's something. And that's something. Because like watching the episode of Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Every one of the 3 people that you see on this panel right now, neither one of us have a child.
Right.
We're all up in the age where that's kind of abnormal.
That we should probably all have about 2 or 3 right now.
Right. I know I should have about 2 or 3.
But the thing is, I really think I think a lot, especially that woman in that video. I really think it's due to the fact of the pool of people that we surround ourselves in. I mentioned this on Rip Monday Night Show because they were talking about dating outside your race and all that stuff, and really is this like, you know, I know Tiara, we've had discussions about this area and the dating pool in this area. It's not all that great. It's not beneficial for you, which is understandable. But anywhere you go nowadays, I don't think it's beneficial for any woman. I really don't think so, because of the fact it's like, look, more and more girls are being born. More and more boys are pretty much fatherless or never taught how to treat a woman properly. Even though they probably live with their mom, and somehow that aggression of how they feel towards a woman, you know, is backlash to the woman that they're probably dating. And somehow they continue a silly cycle that, again, I will see this particular person on paternity court for no reason. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So really, it's like either A, move out of the pool that you're in, go to, I mean, mind you, you probably hurt your percentage by going to that new pool, because all you're going to be is you're moving from one spot to a different spot, but at least no one knows you. You get a chance to meet new people.
And start over.
I mean, reinvent yourself. I mean,
let me ask you something. Because you're single.
Sadly, yes.
Oh, I am too.
You're single.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you need to? Well, number one, let me ask you: are you actually looking to settle down and get married?
That is the goal.
So, do you think that in the places that you go and hang out, you're finding the women that you would be attracted to, or somebody that you can actually settle down with?
That has always been the conversation that I have with people. They said it's like everyone keeps saying that I'm attracted to the model type. Mind you, look, guys we're physical. I mean, we're visual people. We see a hot chick and we're gonna look. We're gonna think that they're gonna be the hottest thing on this planet. But the main thing now for me is it's like the conversation. It's I mean, you can have everything put together, but if I hear something, yeah, girl, I mean, he's all that on all that shit, I'm like, okay, I can take left. So I mean, it's really the most important thing now is where your mentality's at.
Well, where's your mentality, Brian?
Huh?
Where's your mentality?
What's my mentality?
Yeah, where is it?
He's just trying to get some legs. That's it.
What about you, AJ?
Huh?
You single?
It's true. We're intelligent people. We are intelligent people.
I'm frozen.
Yeah.
You are not frozen.
I am. I'm gonna look. I say what now? What was your question? I'm sorry, my bad. My mentality.
No, pause. I said, are you?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, are you dating?
I am not dating. I wouldn't consider. I wouldn't. I am. Am I dating? That's a good question.
Yeah, you don't know.
I hope she's not watching.
Like,
I don't think. I don't. No, I'm just single, man. I'm living single. That's it. I don't even think. No, I go. I go out with people. Because see, we talked about this before, dating and courting. I'm not even dating yet.
Are you courting?
Mm-mm.
You're just hanging out.
I'm just hanging out. Hang sweet. Hang sweet.
See, this is the problem with this shit right now. So let's put a pin in it. This is why women feel the way that they feel, because y'all keep making up certain situations that should be dating. But it's like, oh no.
The thing is, we can't move on into the dating stage if she ain't taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? So like,
but that's what I'm saying. Isn't that dating though? Dating is going out with someone and getting to know them. Is that not dating?
That's dating.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I think when you cross over to the point dating, it has to be a mutual agreement that says, look, we're dating. We're officially dating.
Listen, everybody in this forum is well over 35. Let's be clear. Okay. We from the old school. So fuck all that. Oh, we chilling, we hanging, we Netflixing and chilling and bullshit like that.
No, I ain't saying it got to be that.
No, this is the problem right now. Either we're fucking dating and we're getting somewhere, or we're having fun. We're dating and having fun. So which one is it? Don't give me all these bullshit excuses.
You are trying to dictate a situation that that doesn't even know where it's going at. Yeah, it just doesn't exist yet.
It don't exist yet. In the beginning stages, I'm just saying.
Used.
Okay, listen, in my defense, what I'm saying is
you froze yourself.
What I'm saying is, in my defense, in the early stages of going out, like say if I I meet somebody and I take them out for the first time tomorrow, right? Meet them today, take them out tomorrow. I don't consider that date. I don't consider that. I think once we both say, you know what, I like you too, or it might be love at first sight. I love you too. Let's take this relationship to the next stage and let's start dating. Let's officially date one another. You know what I'm saying? I think in the beginning stage,
I feel like that's bullshit. If you're taking a woman out, listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why that's bullshit. Are you taking her out for the first time? Let's be clear. You just
no. This is all hypothetical situations. It's not a me thing. I'm not taking nobody out. Okay, not yet. I'm working on it because see the Corona thing, fucking everything. Excuse my friend. It's messing everything up. So it's like everything. This is back to
this is currently though, AJ. I'm talking about period. Let's be clear, because before the coronavirus only been around for 3-4 months. You've been dating for how many years? Let's be clear. There's a difference.
Okay? I've been dating for the last 9 years.
Let's say you meet a girl. Say you meet a woman. Get her number. Y'all talking or whatever. You like, hey, let's go to brunch on Sunday. You know, about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever have you. Y'all go to brunch. I have a good time. The bill comes. Who pays the bill?
As a man, I'm paying it. I'll break.
It's a fucking date. It's a fucking date. Because even on that date, you're getting to know the woman. I'm sure there's conversation. You asking her questions. She asking you questions.
Yeah, okay. It's actually a physical date. Yes, you guys out on a date, but that doesn't mean you're dating. Let me ask you a question. So same scenario. You meet somebody on Monday, right? You take them out on Friday, and y'all having conversation, good drinks, good food, and the waiter or the waitress comes up and say, "Oh, how long have you two guys been dating?"
Okay, just be like, "This is our first date."
Exactly, it's a date. You're not dating, and that's what I'm saying. I am not in the dating stage. I am in the hey, let's go out and rap. Let's go out and talk. Maybe I can get to know you better. You know what I'm saying? And then once we want to go to the next stage, then we're dating. We're dating at that point. And then after we date for one night, because I'm gonna put it on you, then we court.
Hold up. Hold on. Put it on me for one night. So you mean to tell me you think you getting the cheap? after taking me on a one date. Let's be straight.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, I wasn't saying you. See how she gets B. See how she think everything about her. Everything about her.
I'll add this on. I went out with somebody.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to date her, but she kept reiterating the fact that this is not a date. We're just hanging out. So really, it's just like, okay, at what point, who's really initiating that this is a date? Either it's the guy or the girl. The guy will probably think it's like.
I agree with you, Brian. I agree with you. Women are jacked up out here too. You want to know why? Because they use certain things like that to leverage whether they want to either get to know you more or they can cut it off after that first date. That's how it is. They use these terminologies for that. And women are no better than men when it comes to this. They're not.
Right. But that's the thing. That's for me, that's where the confusing part is. Because it's like whenever you start, I mind you, the one thing I think a lot of women keep saying they want is a guy who listens. And it's like, I listen a lot and I read between the lines of what you're actually saying. And mind you, when you say, like I said, when I hear the fact is like, we're just hanging out, but really it's like, I'm trying to date you, but you just want to just hang. And so to me, it's like the fact of, okay, you just want to be cool with friends. All right, fine. If it's the simple facts of hearing me attracted to someone I like, and I hear the fact of certain questions that come out of the air, like, hey, do you want to have kids down the line? It's like, no, maybe not, maybe will. I don't know, and I'm not in mindset right now, or whatever. Or whatever serious-minded relationship questions that pop out. And they answer to the point where it's kind of like, okay, maybe this person's not ready for being in whatever type of relationship. Then it's kind of like the guy will, like myself, will probably just step back and just say, hey, how you doing? And keep it friendly.
Okay, so this is what you do. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Next time a woman tells you, we just hanging out, tell that bitch to split the tab with you.
Say that one more again. Say that. I mean, that's hold on, because I want to make sure that, if I have recorded, and if I have to use this as a tactic, I want to make sure that, I'm saying I'm safe. Okay, say that one more time.
I said the next time a woman says that we're just hanging out.
When you're out on a date, when you're out on a quote unquote date,
no,
she says you're hanging out.
Because if they've had a date already, that's after she said that after the first date.
Okay, that y'all hanging out.
Exactly.
Okay, so continue. If she say that y'all just hanging out, then what?
Then tell her to split the tab.
Okay, so you're not getting a free meal out of this. There's too many, and that's the sad part. There are too many women out here who trying to get free meals for I don't know why. And it's like, look, if you don't like the dude, just say no.
Look, right. I'm one of them. I'll stand accused, but I don't say, we just kicking it either. I put the terminology up front before you even ask me to go back out again.
So after the first date, you know if y'all gonna continue dating or if y'all gonna just hang out for the
yes.
Okay, so with that being said, if you say, you know what, I don't like this guy enough to date him, but we can hang out and go happy hours like that. You gonna pay your own bill.
I'm sorry, what?
You gonna pay your own bill? That's what I'm saying. See, come on, man.
Let me tell you, this is what I do. Like, honestly, shade no shade. If the person is trying to pursue me, we went out one time. I'm like, you know what? He cool, but I can't see me going any further with him. But I can see, like, conversations, us hanging out, whatever have you. I will make it clear. I'll even try to pick up my own bill. I don't mind that. I wouldn't just make him pay the check. I'll just pick up my own bill. But if it's somebody who's like, yo, I got you, then I'm going with what they say. Like, okay, I'm treating you today. Okay, cool. I don't mind paying my own tab when it comes down to it. But if that person says, I want to just go watch the game at a bar, which you do, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing. I don't have nowhere to watch the game. Cool. Why don't we go hang out? My treat. All right,
Okay.
cool. I don't have no problem with that.
That's the friendly gesture. But here's the thing: if it's a guy who's attracted to you, wants to be with you, hang out with
A lot
you,
of guys are attracted to me. It's like, no,
huh?
Ain't no psych now. Let you stop. You know that shit real.
So, and mind you, it's just like if this is his way to, get you to not only hang out but also get to help you to get to know each other a bit better. Why is it that you guys, women, I honestly believe this is a women intuition to where it's like, look, I'm not here to sleep with you. Mind you, it's like I understand we're hanging out on stuff, but I'm still trying to get to know you. I mean, the key thing is at what point and at what point do you feel like you can look past of this person just a hangout buddy?
That's a little complicated. And no, I agree. I think some people just need to kind of be upfront at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. Especially again at our age, I don't see why we can't be 100 with somebody. Even if they like say like, she's like, we can be friends, whatever have you. But she found like after having those conversations with you as friends, she's groomed to like you or be attracted to you or whatever have you. Do you give her a chance at that point?
But does she give
her a chance?
Once you pass me up, I don't know, unless I really, if I'm really digging you, then I'm gonna be an ass about it. I'll probably be an ass about it because I'm a Gemini, and and then I'll probably take you back. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot, you all on me. See, look at you. You got one coming in now. After this corona thing, baby, I'm gonna come over there and cook your dinner, asparagus, rice, couscous. All right, nigga, put rice and couscous together. Damn, you was a bad nigga. Yeah, he covered up. What do you say your protein gonna be?
But then again, when he starts cooking, it'll be a box of rice-a-roni and some ground up oatmeal. Think it's all fancy.
Hey, he'll come over there with all these bags and shit. Yeah, I would.
First of all, it's not like that.
That's what. Okay, that was a business tax. We get it.
That's food. So
yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
So what I'm saying is, if it's just like on that dating level, I think that dating is really what it is. It's dating. It's courting. It's getting to know one another. It's asking each other questions about inspiration, aspirations, goals. Where do you see yourself in certain time period? That's what dating to me is. I'm kind of old school when it comes to that. And to me, courting and dating go hand in hand.
But are two different things.
Yeah.
I think that you should court if you're dating someone. No.
Again, they are two.
Dating and courting are two different words. They have two different meanings.
Define.
Dating is just simply we're dating. We're going out on social dates. We're hanging out like you want to say.
This is a new term.
Courting is when you want to settle down with that person and be with just them. They're the only ones that spark your fire. That's when you start courting, and then you start doing the move in thing and the getting married and stuff like that. Dating and courting.
That's a relationship at that point, right?
You have to date before you court.
I'm blown. Try to get your sister in.
No, I'm going to define courting.
Okay, do that. Okay, hold on. All right, since we go in there.
Well,
you want to be like Babyface and use guitars and stuff, huh?
Yeah, we can take a break and come back.
Okay, somebody did break it down. Somebody said, use another analogy. Dating is like a comma, whereas courting is like a period. This means that dating presents a man and woman with a number of potential
and the period is the end.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Whereas courting has only one, marriage. Any relationship worth having will result in marriage.
Oh yeah, I like that because the comma is plural. The comma you keep going and once you put that period on, it's in a sentence. It's in a statement. It's just
So
that,
do you think that when somebody
like that.
says, I want to move forward exclusively with you, would you consider that courting?
That's when you cross over to the courting. That's
when they start saying, "Yeah, I want to see where this goes,"
yes.
especially after like,
and if it's mutual, y'all both feel the same way.
Yeah.
Then now that's why I say it's levels. It's levels to the relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it. Like you can't just go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. Like you have to gradually build your way up, and then after you get through that dating stage, and both parties say, you know what, I want to. I see myself being with you for the rest of my life. I want to settle down with you. I want to be the one you come running to when you need a shoulder to. That's when you say, okay, this shit is real. I'm ready. She's ready, or she says she's ready, and he's however it goes. That's when you start courting. That's courting. That's courting. But if we're in a dating stage and we're only 4 weeks in, you ain't talking about no courting. Unless it's some true love at first sight. You know what I mean? But
let me ask you, can you really put a time frame on when to court someone?
Nah, I mean,
women do that.
So.
Women do that. I think women do that more so than men do it.
Yeah,
because of the fact that it's like when you start getting that question of, so where are we going here? What are we doing? And all that stuff, they put the time frame on that. Us, we're kind of like, okay, I'm kind of waiting. We're kind of waiting on you, but at the same time, where it's just like, hey, I'm doing me, you're doing you. So we're waiting to see what wavelength are we on, and it's properly matching. So really, I think it's the women who are kind of putting that quote unquote time frame on that.
Yeah, because it's all about the women. Every time the train stops, we're waiting on them. And that's a good thing, because women are precious, man. You're valuable, man. It should be all about the woman, but the man should have some say so too. Okay, women out there, please listen to you, man.
And on that note,
I'm frozen again.
AJ, I learned something new today. I did. I learned that the fact that courting and dating should not go hand in hand.
Do you really believe that, though? Like, honestly.
I mean, you have to court a woman in order to date her. To me, I mean, my thing is the talking is done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all actually about to physically be in front of each other, one-on-one. It's a different experience than just kind of talking and getting to know somebody by phone. You know what I'm saying? What? You can talk to somebody all day on the phone and that shit don't go nowhere.
It don't go nowhere. It doesn't. That's what I mean. We've all been there.
And you can add on the fact of, like, with the whole instant, social media dating. It's like, look, they love chatting each other and all that stuff. And then by the moment they really get to the point of actually physically seeing that person, they got nothing left to talk about.
That's not true.
No, and I think that's why you shouldn't talk to your significant other all day. I mean, I believe in checking in on them. Hey, how you doing? Huh? So what? I said I don't think the two should talk all day long, like, from sun up to sun. Because when you both listen. If I go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting off at 6. Within that 9-hour period, if we talk 3 or 4 times, I'm cool with that. But I don't think that you should be on the phone with your significant other from the time they get to work all the way to their lunch break. Go enjoy your lunch break, baby. Call me back when you get back to the office, and then y'all be on the phone for the
No, I mean,
remaining.
at the end, we all got
Then
jobs.
you won't have nothing to talk about when y'all see each other.
First of
See,
all,
even your auntie agrees.
Yeah. I believe. I'm gonna call you. Hey, babe. How you doing? I know you about to go to lunch in about 2 hours. I'm just calling you midway through your morning. You know what I mean? How you doing? I believe in that. Check on them, man. Always, man. Listen, babe. How you doing? I'm calling you on my way home, baby. I'm on my way home. You need anything from the grocery store? Because I know you cooking it.
that's what men should do. That's being a man in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Making the woman a priority and making sure she's good.
Exactly.
When you make sure she's good, she'll always make sure you're good too.
Exactly. Because when I say I want my potatoes mashed, I want my potatoes mashed. I don't want them scalloped.
She's gonna mash them for you.
I don't want
garlic, butter. She's gonna make it just
potato salad. I want mashed potatoes. Hey, shut up.
She gonna make it just how you like it. But that's real though. That's real. And I understand, like, no, you can't be on the phone with your significant other all day. Because again, all of us have jobs. All of us have responsibilities outside of each other. But I do believe it's not even like checking in, but just like make sure your person or your significant other is good. Ask them how their day is, how their day is going, or even
I
after
believe in that.
right, or like after work, how was your day? It shows some type of appreciation and concern that you are checking on their well-being, and that to
They're
me,
mental. They're mental.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying, and I think that alleviates a lot of stress at home too. Between and like seriously, if I leave the house at 7 and I'm waiting 10 hours later, by the time I get home to ask you how your day was and how you're doing, you're just shooting everything at me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be prepared for that shit. Okay, especially when you're dealing with like a Capricorn or an Aries. Leos, they don't care. They just gonna come home and stop. I'm sorry, Auntie. My bad. I don't forgot you.
But for real, I think that shows a lot with the tone and where you are in your relationship.
Yeah.
If they don't give a shit, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit, right?
They don't text. They check on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I mean, every person has been in some type of situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then every person has been in some situation where they did have a person that showed them genuine concern.
Right. Now when I'm like when a guy shows you concern that he's concerned, I mean, is that a good thing for you? Like do you look at that and be like, yeah, this that's my guy?
Absolutely.
Okay, it carries weight.
And the thing is I'm the type of person, I show it back.
Yeah.
So I ask them, like, or throughout the day, like, how's your day been? You know,
I mean, men, we need that. Men, what I mean?
Men need that too.
Yeah.
Or ask, like, at the end of the day, how's your work day? If they have something that's a concern, that has bothered them at work, of course they're going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just show that concern because, you care about.
Okay, so let's role play real quick. So come home from work, right? I done had a long, stressful day. And go ahead, hit me. Go ahead.
Well, dinner will already be cooking.
Okay. Take it off my jacket. I'm hanging it up. You come to the foyer. You see me put my jacket away. All right, go ahead. What you gonna say?
How was your day?
Hey, baby, man. It was all right. Pretty long, frustrating. I had 3 meetings and none of them were good. Man, it's the company is losing a lot of money and it's been one of those days.
I'm sorry to hear that. You want to talk about it?
Sure. All right, then we fast forward, we talk about it. You see that my day has been, it has been stressful. It has been the most stressful day you ever heard me talk about at work. What's next?
Well, during the middle of the story, I'll probably make you a drink because you're probably going to need one.
Ooh, I know that's right. Keep going.
Should I be leaving here?
No, stay right. We need a camera. Listen, stay right there. Just stay right there because we might need a cameraman. Hold on.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know where you're going with this.
You said to role play the scenario.
What I'm trying to get at is, ladies,
Oh,
take care of your man, and fellas, take care of your woman. You know what I mean? I listen. Ladies, when your man come home from a long day of work, and you know you've been on that thing for the last 5 days,
somebody need to be taken care of.
It's your last day. It's your last day. It's clearing up. You good to go. You know, you go take you a hot one.
Well, I mean, maybe by that time you'll have weekend plans or something.
Something.
Like what?
Something definitely planned. Something.
I was going to say, because I think that people should have like at least some weekend plans in place. Not every weekend, but if you know that somebody's had a stressful week, your significant other had a stressful week, what type of plans do you plan to make for them this weekend to kind of de-stress from that?
Week? My go-to is always like, especially my go-to in my experience, let me say that, has always been sending them to the spa.
That's a good
spa. Just all women like it. Most women.
Well, what about men? Men like going to the spa too.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, but we do. You know what I'm saying? We do. But most men don't even want to make it out the front door. They're like, look, baby, just come on in there, put on your little cat suit. You ain't say your little 250. say that little 250. Use that in Jamaica next month when we go. say your little 250, baby. Yeah, go put on your little thunder suit. Speaking of thunder and Black Lightning, fine as fuck. Oh, that was awesome. I've been watching a lot of Black Lightning lately, man. Yeah. You agree with me, B? What's her name? Nefessa?
Yeah, Nefessa. Well, here's the thing. The girl plays Lightning. I've seen her on Tyler Perry stuff, so pretty much it's like looking at my baby.
She grew up on that show, though.
Yeah, and then Thunder, she's got it going on, so I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah. Sorry, T, that's a little off topic. You know? So let me ask y'all a question. I know. Listen, how y'all feel about quarantine company?
I'm sorry, quarantine
company, QC.
Well, I haven't had any, so, and I don't plan on having any until quarantine is up.
Quarantine until it's over. How about you, B? Quarantine company?
No.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
How about you? You had any?
How about you?
No quarantine company. You know,
have you been somebody's quarantine company?
Couple family members might, stop by. You might, go check on them, chill out for a second. But as far as like just some, at home every day, come over, lay up, nah. No quarantine company. It'll be over soon. I think that you should really, if you're gonna hang around people, make sure it's like, even though you don't know who other people been hanging, but just make sure on your end that it's a select few people. You know what I mean?
So what I've been doing, honestly, most of my immediate family is in where I live in my city.
Yeah.
We're 10 minutes away from each other.
Yeah.
Whether it was my sister, my brother, my niece, my nephew.
Come on over.
That's it.
Yeah.
I keep it to a minimum because I know physically where they've been throughout the day and stuff like that. And I know when they've been out or when they haven't. So I will visit them. But as far as like going to other family members' house, I can't. I probably won't. But I do check on them. FaceTime is a great tool.
Yeah, it is.
Just to make sure that they're good. A lot of people have been using Zoom to do like quarantine happy hours and playing games and stuff, just to connect with their friends and family.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Let me ask a question for this. If there was a person that you were interested in, and this happens, let's say like a couple weeks ago, before all this Corona stuff, you're interested in somebody and you got their number and everything, but you can't go out. You know, your guys are planning to go on a date. Would you recommend doing a Zoom date?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I think no matter who initiates that, I think that on the other end, that person will be like, yeah, that's what's up, because you showing someone that no matter what, even with all this going on, I'm still interested in you. I want to take you out on a date. You know what I mean? And we can have a nice little picnic date. I got my laptop in the park or out in my front yard or wherever the picnic is at. And she might live in Southeast. They don't have a front yard. So she might have to go across the street to the swing set. But I think that's cool. A lot of people use. I think you have to be mindful of what your background looks like. But
see a girl walking by, it's like, who's that? And it's just like, oh, that's my sister. It's like, I ain't your sister. What the hell are you talking about?
But I think that the quarantine has put people in a different level of dating, because you're getting to know each other without the physical intimacy and the in-person thing. Which means that when you have these conversations with somebody, you're getting to know them on a different level.
A whole different level. And I think in the long run, that'll make whatever you're trying to accomplish with that relationship a lot stronger. You know what I'm saying? When you get to know somebody mentally over physically, you know what I mean? Anytime that you give up the physical self too soon, it's going left. It's definitely
take away from a lot of it.
It's going left.
And I think this is like a way of
unless it's mutually agreed. I mean, you people need a stress relief, so I
mean. So this is kind of like, listen. So it reminds me of the show I told you I was watching. Love at First Sight. Was it Love at First Sight?
I haven't gotten into that yet.
It's on Netflix. You gotta watch it, AJ.
And it's like a DC one right here or something. I heard. What is it?
No. That's that whole. No, that's not it.
Okay.
So, that's something else.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. You talking about Married at First Sight.
Okay, Married at First. Okay, bet. I knew it was one. I knew it was one of them first sites.
90 Day Fiance.
That's my show. 90 Day Fiance. That's my show. I watch it every Sunday. But Love is Blind. That's what it is. Love is Blind.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix. And literally, you're talking to someone through a wall. Now, granted, there's no physical appearance that you can see. You can only hear what they're saying to you. So you can always ask them questions. So when you finally think that you've made this ultimate connection with this person, the guy or a woman asks can they marry you? And you only see them when you get engaged.
No good.
Listen.
Yep. See.
But no, it is. Wait, first of all, there are 3 out of 5 relationships that actually made it through this. So, 2 are still married to this day. Let's put it like that.
Out of the 3 that made it.
Huh?
It was out of the 5. It was 3 that made it, and 2 of the 3 still married, and 1 not.
All 5 went to the altar.
Okay.
2 actually said yes at the altar.
Okay, wow. Out of the 5.
And made it through. 1 couple did not get married at the altar, but they're still in a relationship to this day.
I got you. And the other 2, we don't. Yeah, we just know they just flop.
The other 2, it was like a rush. To me, that's a rush job.
You know what? I mean, I haven't watched the show yet. I've heard about the show. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And the reason I say that is because I don't. It's like you have to be attracted to someone. It has to be a little attraction. It's hard to be attracted to somebody off of just conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, stop right there.
Yeah.
What we're going through as a quarantine right now is the same thing. It's just that you can physically see the person, right or wrong.
Yeah, but see, if I physically saw you first, then the quarantine happened, at least I know what you look like. And I say, I'm attracted to you. In order to start anything with anybody, you have to be attracted to them.
This is why she said what she said. It's the physical attraction. You are not going nothing beyond the physical attraction until you have that conversation with the person. Right or wrong?
If I'm physically attracted to you, then the conversation will start. If I'm not attracted to you, then I mean we can have a conversation, but it'll be like you interested in import export. I mean we're gonna be talking about something totally different than I can see myself being with you. You know what I mean? The conversation can still happen, but it's just gonna go left or right. I couldn't do that. What is it called? Love at first sight?
Love is blind.
Love is blind, Lord.
Yeah, there's a show called Love at First Sight.
Okay, but the love is blind when they talk behind the wall. When they behind the wall, say, man.
Love is blind is when they're behind the wall. And there's Marriage at First Sight, where they did it in DC, where you actually, the only time you see somebody is when you get married to them.
I don't think I can.
Gotta wrap it up.
Well, okay.
Now, if I could do it just to do it, just to say I was on the show, hey, get some little break.
There we go.
What happened?
Folks, because things are getting tiresome.
I don't know. We getting a little side effects.
Having trouble connecting. So anyway, we're gonna wrap it up early. Sorry for the little mix up there.
AJ,
Tara's back. There we go. I don't think Tara's back yet.
Anytime. You already know.
I appreciate your honesty on the show today and about how women should go about, dealing with men from here on out, especially when they're interested in somebody. And ladies, just, Lord, we are such a lost cause dating pool these days. I'm only going to say this a couple things. And I'm only saying this because I had to learn from it. Let your guard down. Modify your search.
Who said that? I'm sorry, my bad.
Modify your search. When you modify your search, you may get a better outcome than what you've been searching for. And number 3, go in with an open mind and an open heart. That's it. Thank you again, AJ.
I'm frozen.
Brian,
you're welcome.
You've done an awesome job today. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to Fashion Victuals Radio. Tune in next week.
What the
hell? It's called quarantine butter.
Okay. Peace.